If you have an affinity for citrus, here I am with some lemon and some orange trees by our house here. I have a story to tell you. What if a orange or a lemon, the juice, the pectin, consuming that fruit would heal a disease that was horrible? How fast would you do it? Immediately, right? Because, come on, consuming a lemon and orange could only be healthy. So, why was it so hard for the British Navy in the mid-1700s to adapt a policy to help heal their sick and dying sailors? Here's a story that I think you'll want to hear. Let me introduce you to James Lind. He was a medical apprentice, and he was on a ship as a surgeon's mate and noticed something that was happening to 70% of the sailors. They would go out on a voyage, and that many, 70%, would die from a disease that looked like this. Can you imagine seeing people on your ship as a surgeon's mate, as a medical apprentice, seeing this kind of symptom? What's going on? What James Lind discovered is that this disease was caused by a malnutrition of something so simple that, yes, it could be cured by lemon or orange juice, or that juice from those citruses. After some studies that he conducted on this ship, he came to the conclusion and then did a study and put it under a kind of like the first placebo double-controlled study, and he proved that this disease called scurvy could be cured on the ocean, on these voyages, by simply implementing citrus. Now, how hard could that be? Well, guess what? It took the British Navy 50 years. 50 years. And I think, if I have my data right, after James Lind had died, to implement that, and immediately there is no more scurvy. It was eliminated from the entire British Navy and then from society. Wow. In fact, the powers of be created this label, the Institute of Naval Medicine. And what do you see? A lemon tree, because of the work by James Lind and what he did to prevent and help all of these sailors from dying by simply figuring out that lemon juice, citrus, could save their lives. How simple is that? Why am I telling you this story? Well, it's my belief that something so simple in today's world, in our world, could help you and the world eliminate the ravages of diabetes, especially the type 2 and pre-diabetes brought on by this food that we all are consuming. It's horrible, and we have a protocol, I believe, that just like James Lind did, if implemented, could eliminate the food brought on problems of diabetes that we are seeing our loved ones and friends suffer. So I ask you, could it be that simple that by just implementing something nutritionally and a protocol, would that eliminate diabetes? Now, if you followed me, you've seen several of videos that I've produced and made of doctors talking about diabetes is not cured in the doctor's office, but it's cured in the kitchen by what foods we put into our bodies and how we eat. So I hope I caught your attention. It could be that simple.